Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Scrap Mechanic Survival Mode, and if you haven't already noticed, things are already a little bit different than last time. I did a little bit of grinding off camera, and I started the second floor of my mechanic station. So I'm going to update you guys on what changed between last time and this time, but the main goal of this episode is, I think over here, one of these chests. Yeah, I made a bunch of saws. We're going to start beefing up our base today. And by our base, I mean our farm. I keep calling the farm a base, but it's just a farm. I have some ideas on how I want to use saw blades to help with other things. Because what I've seen so far, I haven't used saw blades myself really, but what I've seen so far is that the hay bots, and I think all the bots actually, I don't know about the boss bots, but the bots seem to avoid the saws. They seem to kind of take a step back a little bit from the saws and not want to get up close while they're spinning. So they don't seem to actually damage the bots if they're just out and exposed in the open like that. But they do keep the bots a little bit at bay, preventing damage to your base, or farm rather, and I think I want to use that to my advantage. So we'll get to that soon, but first, what's new? You may remember that we ended the last episode off with this awesome drill machine. It's a little bit different now because it was causing way too much lag. I was getting like 15 frames with it. So I had to take all the suspension off. I tried it with just less suspension, where each one of these columns had its own suspension. So it was pretty much using only 6 suspension instead of 21 suspension. But that was still almost just as laggy. So I decided to go with no suspension. And then what I also did was the end rows, instead of having 3, I have 2, which means that they can now all be hooked up rather than having that one that I didn't have enough connection points on the engine. And I think it looks kind of cool too. It has like a more rounded effect. But other than that, everything else, as you can see, works just about the same. Everything spins, it goes down, it widens out, it goes up. Everything works just the same as before. It's just a couple less drills and no more lag. So if you missed that video, you can find that in the info card in the top right of the screen right now, unless I forgot. So you're probably wondering what's happening up here. Well, I did a lot of crafting. And we now have a second floor. I need more of this material, though. We have stairs that go right up here as well. And you can see we have a little bit of open floor here. That's to allow when we craft things that they can drop down to the bottom. But there's also another reason why that's like that, and I'll show you in a second. So you can see now we have 2 craft bots, and we also have 2 refineries. And this is all in a closed loop. So that means that anything that this craft bot creates, that craft bot can use, and that craft bot can also use in its further crafting. And I also have 2 refineries here. You can see we got one here, and we got one here. And these are also in this closed loop, so everything that these refineries refine gets fed into the craft bots to use at their disposal. And the way that I have all this hooked up is if we go back here, you can see I have the refineries facing this way. And then I have the chest hooked up to the refineries, and they're all hooked up back here into the craft bot areas. So it's all pretty much symmetrical, which I was really proud of. And it fit perfect. Like, it fit really, really well. So the benefit to having these 2 refineries is now when we go out and harvest with this awesome new drill machine that we have, I can actually take at least 8 of these things with me. I could probably take a little bit more. But now we also can refine twice as fast. And also, it's a lot easier to place them around the refineries because the refineries have room on both sides rather than being up against the wall like we were last time, where we could only place the resource collectors on one side of the refinery. So there's just a lot more access around the edges of the refineries so that we can place more of these crates down. So here's the other benefit of this open floor space. I did notice that it is actually the floor is slightly too low for my drill machine to fit in like this. Check this out. So it's like just like a couple blocks short, but if I put it down like this, without the suspension, it actually kind of rides perfectly on the ground. And then I can just drive right underneath. And then the cool thing about this, check this out, I have my toilet here so I can get up here faster. Now I can load and unload my resource containers over to these refineries from right here. So I can go ahead and put these down in preparations for our next venture out into the wild. So now, even though my refineries and all my craft bots are up on the second floor, it's not going to be any less convenient, really, to drop off all my stuff because of this hole in the floor right here. And I think it looks great, and I think it works perfectly for this for this crafting thing if we want to craft more resource containers or anything else really. So yeah, eventually I want to close in this entire top floor. I want to extend this out, but I ran out of this material. I am like completely out of metal now. You see, I have 1 metal left, so we're definitely going to have to do some mining. I hope I don't have to craft anything else for my base plans that require metal. Oh no, I think I need another engine or something. You know, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So now the bottom is much more clear, so that's a big benefit of that. So let's go ahead and those are all empty. I have a lot of reorganizing to do. And look, now I have so much spare suspension because of all the suspension I took off of that. I wish that we could deconstruct things into the parts that you used to build them, or even like half the parts or like 3/4 of the parts, because having all this extra stuff that I don't want anymore that I used materials to create is very, like, it's disappointing. I want the materials back, please. All right, so let's go ahead and start with our saw blades. Oh no, we need bearings. We need a lot of bearings. I need to go find some scrap metal. I need to find some hay bots. All right, well, let's do what we can for now. I'm just gonna experiment with it. I don't have any crops yet. We want, we don't want any raids happening when we're trying to prep our farm for raids. So I also made more brick, and I have a lot of concrete as well. Should we change it to concrete? No, I'm going to use concrete for a different part. And depending on how that goes, maybe we'll change the rest of it to concrete. The idea is that we shouldn't really take nearly as much damage once I'm done with this anyway. So it shouldn't matter too much what my actual walls are made out of, I hope. I might regret saying that at some point later. But I'm going to try to replace all the wood here with brick again. All right, now it is time to add the saw blades to this thing. Oh yeah, look at this. Actually, I think I want the saw blades a little bit more recessed because the haybots seem to keep a certain distance away from the saw blades, and I don't want them to be too far away from the wall for what I'm planning. So let's see. Do you think that'll do it? Like, it's still sticking out from the wall. It's not sticking exactly out from the corner though, so I think 1 block in. There we go, I think that's good. All right, so I don't know what kind of spacing we need for these saw blades, to be honest. I feel like we can have some space in between because I feel like they're just not going to get close. So how's that? All right, so I've done the whole front section minus this saw blade doesn't have a bearing, but I'm just marking it for reference. Oop, I actually have a button here. I want that button. So I'm going to need to find some more hay bots and get some more scrap metal to make some more bearings. So I found a few haybot legs, and I think this should be enough to make a couple bearings. So let's head back. All right, so I should be able to drive up right into the center of the station. Get in the toilet seat. Oh wait, I actually need them off of, I forgot the resource collectors are over here. And this should grab them off of the car, right? Oh, look at that. That was awesome. All right, then we get up here. We go ahead and grab it, and we can just go ahead and put it right next to our refinery. Actually, if I put this in the center, is that close enough for both of them? Oh. Oh, no, it's only close enough for one of them. Ah, man. I was really hoping that both of them would take it. Oh, well. We have enough to make bearings now, though. All right, so now I'm going to need... I have a level 3 engine, I believe, that I found at the warehouse. So do I have enough component kits to upgrade this thing to the max? Because we are going to need all the connections, and we're going to need the fuel efficiency. So we got a component kit. Do I have any more component kits? I think... Did I use all my component kits? I used to have so many. Well, I can upgrade it to level 4, but that's not... quite high enough, I don't think. How many saw blades do I even have? If I have more than 10 saw blades, I'm going to need more than 2 engines anyway. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exactly 10 saw blades currently. I kind of want to go more out to the sides just in case, but I think that's good enough for now, and we just need 10 component kits to upgrade our engine. But let's hook up what we can right now, and here, let me see. Does my watering system poke out of the end there? Nope. So I can go ahead and just put this engine right there, and we're going to use this to hook up to as many bearings as we can. So I'm going to prioritize the front middle ones for what I think are obvious reasons. Most of the bots attack from the front middle. I think we can hook up probably 8, which I think means the entire front, right? And then that should be all of it. All right, so now we actually need a switch. I have a button on me, but a button's not going to cut it. Get it? Cut it? Because saw blades? Ha! All right, I get a little bit gas in here. I don't think this should use too much gas, but let's see. Are they even... I don't even know how to tell if they're rotating in the right direction. You know, I brought a seat with me. We're gonna put the seat here, and a good question is, where do we want to put the seat? I feel like the thing about the seat is we don't want to get shot by tape bots. So if there are tape bots over there shooting at me, we may need to make this wall just slightly higher. But then I can hook this button up here, and now we can see... Is that the right way? I think that's like the wrong way for most of these. Here, let's see if it damages me. If they damage me, then we know that we're going the right way. Oh, yeah, it damages me. It definitely damages me. And I can get in the seat from there. That's actually really convenient, being able to get in a seat from outside the wall. All right, so that should at least keep them back away from the wall in the front a little bit. So now what I want to do is create the main defense. And the main defense is going to be a crusher. And this is going to be piston based. So I have 3 pistons here, and 3 should be enough. But I'm just going to make sure that this crusher works with everything that is in here. So now the interesting thing about the crusher is how to organize it so that it's going to cover all this area. But also, I really want it to be stable, and I want it to be very heavy, because I think a heavy crusher is going to be good. So we're gonna need these to go fast as they can, and as high as they can. But I feel like I need to have somewhat of a tripod of support, otherwise the weight is gonna make these pistons a little bit too unruly. I'm gonna put the back piston right here. I know that might seem a little bit weird, and it's also gonna take a little bit more building material, but trust me, I think this is gonna work. All right, I already have some concrete on me, so I don't know if you can tell what's going on here, but check this out so far. Oh, no. Oh, we have an issue. This isn't going to be connected. We need to build this... we need to build this differently. Oh, this is going to be tough. Yeah, we need to build this so that it gets welded all as one piece onto this. That's going to be tough to organize. Whew, okay. Hold on. Okay. Are you ready for this? So I now have 3 separate pieces built on 3 separate pistons, and now I'm going to merge them all together. So I gotta delete that. I gotta delete that. And now I will weld that to that. And then I need, hold on. I need to put this, uh-oh. Come on, let me put it down, please. Just let me put it down. Let me put it down. There we go. Oh no, where's the middle? Oh, I should have marked where the middle was. All right, I hope I marked this right. But now what I need to do... Here, I'm going to move this further away. I really hope I did this right. If I did this wrong, I'm going to be very disappointed. So now I need to delete that. And replace that block, actually. And then I need to grab this. And I need to weld it, I hope, right there. Okay, and now I need to make sure that we get the peg there. And we got the peg there. And we got that one there. So now when I go to weld the bottom of one of these pistons, all 3 should weld as one creation onto our farm. All right, here's a moment of truth. Does everything look lined up? I don't know if that worked. That's not supposed to happen. Oh, why didn't it work? That should have worked. It only welded one of the points? Yeah, that's not welded either. I can't get all 3 of these pistons to be on a static object attached to the ground if I'm building them separately. All right, I'm trying again here. This time, the front 2 pistons are attached to each other. And I'm going to see if that makes... See, that makes all of this weld now. So now these are definitely both attached. So that's a good start. But this one didn't weld to that. And I think it should have. All right, I think I know what I have to do. I'm going to have to build a line that goes from here all the way out to the other pistons as well. And I think I can do this. And then I should be able to delete it afterwards. So it's not going to look terrible. All right, there we go. And then we delete that. We add that block there. And then we delete that. So now it should all be disconnected. All right, and then what I gotta do is reattach the front pistons again. All right, that's welded there. That's all one piece. Yeah. Oh, and I gotta weld that right there. All right, so now this line is all one piece, and that as a single piece is going to get welded to our farm. And that should then connect all the pistons on a single solid creation. Let's hope that I'm right about this. All right, let's look. I should be able to weld right here. So looking at that piston in the back, we should see a weld animation as that connects to the base. Yes! Yes! I think it worked. All right, so now we should be able to delete this because everything has been welded to the base. And go ahead and remove all of this. Okay, so now if I hook up these 3 pistons to this button, or this switch, they should all act as one object. Let's put them all on range and speed maximum. All right, the switch is hooked up to the seat, so now number 2. Yes, look at that. That looks solid. Yeah, everything seems attached. Everything seems solid. So that should be able to handle a lot of weight. And with the tripod formation, it should be very, very stable, even if it's very front heavy. So now we have the fun part of building the actual wall that does the crushing. So we're going to be using concrete because I think weight might be important. It might be a factor when it comes to the bots receiving damage. So that's what I'm going to go with. All right, I'm hoping that this is going to be enough. Uh-oh. What's happening here? Oh, is it just because of the uneven weight? I hope it's just because of the uneven weight, but I added a lot more weight to this side, and yeah, it's doing some weird stuff. So I need to go get more concrete. Let's go get more concrete. I hope this isn't going to be too heavy. Is concrete going to be too much? Well, I definitely have plenty of concrete, so we should be able to even out the weight. And I'm hoping that since they're all in the same creation, that when I wrap it all back around, that it's going to attach automatically rather than having like a seam in it. I don't know how that's gonna work, but we're gonna have to find out. All right, so to even out the weight, I'm gonna start building on this side as well. Oh, I don't like this. They're not gonna be attached to each other. I'm gonna have to build all of this and then detach it and then reattach it all again. I think that's gonna have to happen because these are not gonna attach to each other. They need to be welded together. Yeah, because I think, whoops. Wait, are they actually attached? I need a light. I don't see a seam here, but I need light here. It's right in the dark zone, but it kind of looks like there's no seam. Hold on. I just need to press the button and watch if it flops around. All right, ready? Oh, I think it attached. This actually feels decently stable. The back piston there is doing some weird stuff, isn't it? I mean, my eventual plan was to have this go kind of all the way around, although the back area here is kind of pointless to be defending, because only the little bot should come back here, I think. All right, well, this seems more stable in the upright position, which is good, because that's kind of where it has to live until the raid happens. So let's go ahead and... Oh, it's starting to sag. Is it starting to sag? I mean, this is a lot of weight. Concrete's one of the heavier materials. All right, this is kind of like the plan right here. This is like almost done. All right, so check it out. This is the plan. They're hopefully gonna come over here and then just get crushed. I hope that's gonna happen. I hope this doesn't break. I don't like the way that piston on the back is flexing after it goes down like that. But let's do a basic, I'm going to plant a whole bunch of potatoes because I just want more ammo. We're going to see how we handle a basic potato raid with this new mechanism. All right, we have unauthorized farming detected, which is exactly what we want. So we're going to go ahead and water our potatoes and wait for nighttime. And in the meantime, I think I'll do like an oil run or something. And let's hope that this thing works as intended. Actually, I decided that scavenging would be a better use of the time because we still want that engine to be level 5 so we can power those last few saw blades that are unpowered. I totally forgot about that. Ooh, look at this. Jackpot. We need component kits. We need 10 component kits, I think, and we get 0 from 2 crates. Thank you. All right, that wasn't too bad. I went to 1 ruined building, and I got 10 component kits. Exactly. So let's go back and upgrade this engine. All right, engine upgraded. We have officially no more component kits at all anywhere. So I'm definitely going to need to do some runs pretty soon. But found some fertilizer and stuff. Could put this here. And it's gonna be nighttime soon. But I guess I'll go and get what glue and oil I can until the raid happens. All right, we got about a minute left to the raid. I moved my seat off to the side because that pillar behind my seat kept making this, like, my vision kept colliding with the pillar and I couldn't see very easily. So, the plan is, oh, I can't even do that. The plan is press number 1 to turn on the things, press number 2 to lower the other thing, and then the things should die. That's the plan, to put it eloquently. Let's hope this doesn't absolutely backfire and they somehow just invade me entirely because I've completely failed. But we got almost 10 seconds left. Was all of this work worth anything? 4, 3, 2, 1. Here they come. All right, we got a decent amount of hay bots. All right, so this should keep them a little bit back from the wall and hopefully just far enough that they're still going to get hit. All right, here we go. There we go. There we go. There's still that one up in front. Is he dead now? Wait, he got knocked over. There we go. What's happening on the other side? I can't see. Okay, nothing's happening over there, I don't think. Uh-oh. Oh, they're moving into the side. They're moving in on the side. They're moving. You know what? These guys, I can handle it from here. I can handle it from here. All right, so I'm obviously gonna. Oh, they knocked me all the way into the water. Are you kidding me? So obviously I'm gonna have to expand this, make it a little bit bigger, so we can cover these sides from these little greenies. But I think that worked pretty well. What do you guys think? It seemed to kill them. It definitely handled the hay bots a lot better. We still got a stray hay bot over here, though. Oh, of course he moves right when I shoot. All right, doesn't look like we really got any good loot from them, unfortunately. Just a couple of circuits, no component kits. All right, that wasn't bad. It definitely killed them, and they didn't actually hit the wall at all. Did they do any damage to this? I thought I heard, like, one hit against one of these, but maybe this is strong enough material that they can't damage it in one hit. I might add some lights in here, too. Some lights facing directly down. That would probably be useful. So I think what I'm going to do to improve this is I'm eventually going to build up this wall going all the way around my base. So it's like just completely fortified all the way around. And then the wall itself will go pretty much out to the water. And then our only real weak spot is going to be right from directly behind. But I don't imagine much having a good time trying to attack me from back here, to be honest. I'll also have to get more saw blades and upgrade another engine so we can have the saw blades going all around as well. But I think this is a really, really good start to a much more efficient and effective hay bot deterrent. How it's going to deal with like tape bots and stuff, I think I'm still going to have to use my spud guns. And when the boss comes, oh no. Do you think this thing can kill the boss? The boss is going to take a swipe and he's just going to get right through it. So I don't know. I do not yet know how he would handle a boss raid, but I'm not planning on doing any high-level farming particularly soon. I think potatoes are what I need first. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of all these hay bot legs and probably do a lot more grinding off camera. Let me know what you guys think about this. If there's any changes that you think should be made, let me know down in the comments below. Any ways to make this better. And if you want to make sure that you're following all the episodes in order from the beginning, then go ahead and check out this playlist on the end screen right here, as well as some other cool videos on the channel. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.